Greetings, Earthlings. We meet again. How are you guys today? I'm doing great. It's Friday. It's the 18th of August. It's just a little bit after 2 as I'm finally starting to record my video. Please hit that thumbs up button if you'd be so kind. Share, subscribe, ring your notification bell. I will try to articulate as well as I can. I was looking at mics yesterday, and I'll try not to wave my hands around because I think that really screws things up. But I was looking at mics at Target, and they were ridiculously expensive. And I don't really know what I'm looking for, but I do have a really good friend who's a DJ who said he'd give me a great mic. So I'm kind of waiting on that. And in the meantime, I hope you can bear with me. If not, there's other channels to watch. So I will try to articulate. I'll try not to do all the hand gesturing simply because I think that messes up the focus on the screen. So I'm not going to do it. Everything I say is simply my opinion. I'll do my hands down here so they don't capture the artificial intelligence or whatever. Everything I say is simply my opinion, simply for the sake of conversation, hoping to open up a discussion. I'm always trying to learn something, and I hope that my videos are educational for others. All my content so far has been made for YouTube, which is an entertainment platform. So, as you guys know, I'm super excited. I'm going to have to like tie my hands behind my back. I'm super excited that 10 days from now is the 1 year anniversary of when a dear friend of mine helped me set up my YouTube channel with my 11-year-old. She was key. She was only 10 at the time, but if it was just me, it wouldn't have happened. So, luckily, I have this whole like geek squad built into my family. Um, my husband's really good with electronics. My kids, of course, are all great with it. I should be good with it, but I'm kind of resistant. And anyway, we'll save that for another video. I want to get right into the meat of it. So yesterday I finished reading the Howard Blum article or Howard Bloom. I think it's Blum, but I'm not sure. And I don't like enunciating things incorrectly. I think I enunciated about, I don't know, a handful of things incorrectly in yesterday's video, but that's okay. I'm learning, right? I love thesauruses. I love dictionaries. I know I saw Upchurch did a video recently where he's reading out of the dictionary, and I thought that was great. Um, I have thesauruses and dictionaries all over my house, but then, of course, they're in our phones, so we don't really need the old school kind. But yeah, I still like them too. So, anyway, catching up with the part 5 of the In Cold Blood, The Eyes of a Killer about the Idaho 4. Yesterday evening, I thought, wouldn't it be cool if that guy did something similar on the Kylie Rodney case? And then I remembered that there was someone who put something out on the interweb pretending as if they knew what happened and they were writing it from Kylie Rodney's perspective. And it was creepy AF. You guys remember, right? Um, but there's been this key word, and I also made another mistake in yesterday's video. I fixed it in the comments section, but I said Xana and Kylie, or Kylie and Xana. And when, of course, I meant Kaylee and Xana. And then a minute later, I was talking about Kylie Rodney with first and last name. But it's virtually impossible to not cross those wires at least once in a while. I'm usually pretty good at catching myself, like right in the moment. But the thing that Kaylee and Xana and Kylie might all have in common is that they were feisty, right? I mean, I'm not saying that Maddie and Ethan weren't feisty as well, but I think that Kaylee and Xana were particularly feisty, and they were awake. We don't know that Maddie and Ethan were awake in the Idaho 4 case. We don't know that Kylie was awake in the Kylie Rodney party case. I can't believe they call it the Kylie Rodney party. Like, that is just so creepy. Um, but anyway, this is a word that Miss Sammy Iammi, Yosemite Sammy Iammi, used when she was in that infamous interview with Tony Dodge, and she said something to the effect that Kylie would not allow anyone to overpower her. And that's really stuck with me as we've been reviewing so much of the information with the 1 year anniversary just passing of when she went missing. And reminding you that in 3 days will be the 1 year anniversary of when she was found. Is that right? I got to think for a second. Was it the 27th? It was 3 weeks, wasn't it? Oh, anyway, I'll edit that part out. So you catch my drift. So, as we're coming up on the 1 year anniversary of when her remains were discovered. So, here it'll say in this article that I want to read to you. This is written by Jeremiah Martinez 2 weeks ago. It's for Fox News and it's called Kylie Rodney 1 year since the teen's disappearance sparked a search spanning over 2 weeks. Sunday marks 1 year since 16-year-old Kylie Rodney went missing after a party in Nevada County. After a more than 2 week search, an autopsy revealed that a body found in Prosser Reservoir was identified as Rodney. It was the 21st because it was a week after that I started my channel. And this, let me just tell you this. The reason I started my channel, and my hand is not gesturing, was because I thought, my goodness, they found her. So the case should be pretty much a done deal now and moving right along. And it was quite the opposite, right? And here we are, 12 months later, still stagnant. So, anyway, that's what propelled me to finally get my channel going, which I'd been talking about it ever since a very well-known content creator recommended it for me, and I thought, what do I have to say? And she was like, trust me, you have a lot. So I trusted her, and I am forever grateful. Thank you. I won't go ahead and plug her right now. I plug her a lot. I plug a couple of my mentor channels a lot. So you guys know my two mentor channels are Paula Plunder and Watts the Obsession. So that's as far as we'll go. They both encouraged me a whole lot, and I really appreciate it. So I'm going to continue with this article. My first video, I think, was it September 2nd? September 1st was Kylie Rodney's birthday. Anyway, dates, right? Adventures with Purpose, an independent group of search and rescue divers, said its volunteers of divers located the body and car of Rodney. Days later, the Nevada County Sheriff's Office said the body was likely Rodney's. This is written a year later by Fox News. Likely is in quotes. Her death was later declared accidental by the Nevada County Sheriff's Office coroner. This ruling is based on the pathologist finding that her death was the result of drowning and that there was no other information to suggest she was the victim of foul play. I find that hard to swallow. The sheriff's office said Rodney was last seen on August 6, 2022, after reportedly attending a party with more than 200 minors and young adults near the Prosser family campground in Truckee, about 100 miles northeast of Sacramento. Initially, authorities treated Rodney's disappearance as a potential abduction, with her car, a 2013 silver Honda CRV, also went missing. The last known ping from Rodney's cell phone was near Prosser Lake, but previous searches there had not turned up any signs of Kylie or her vehicle. Authorities said Rodney's phone was last pinged at 33 minutes after midnight after she went missing. Interesting. After she went missing. The night before her disappearance, officials said that she was seen at a store around 6 p.m. based on surveillance footage at a convenience store. Officials shared photos during their search, including one of a white sweatshirt Kylie was wearing at the party. Another picture showed she was wearing several pieces of jewelry, including 3 gold-colored necklaces that her family was sure she was wearing the night of her disappearance. The Placer County Sheriff's Office asked the community to submit any photos or videos that may lead to finding Rodney. Numerous agencies, including the California Highway Patrol, the FBI, Homeland Security, Truckee Police Department, and the Washoe County Sheriff's Office from the state of Nevada, joined the Placer County Sheriff's Office and the Nevada County Sheriff's Office in the search to help locate Rodney. Homeland Security, you guys. That speaks volumes. The Sheriff's Office in Placer County said numerous resources were utilized during the search. Collectively, the agencies searched for Rodney for 19,951 hours, not to be confused with 20,000 hours, or nearly 20,000 hours, and received 1,871 tips in the 2 weeks since she went missing. I guess that would just sound weird if you said almost 20,000 hours, almost 2,000 tips in 2 weeks, right? Too many twos, too many. Over 100 volunteers were searching for Rodney on foot within the first couple of days after she went missing. The website, findkylie.com, was created by the family to gather information about Rodney's disappearance. Adventures with Purpose, an independent group of search and rescue divers, begin searching for Rodney 2 weeks after her disappearance. Fox 40 spent the day with Adventures with Purpose with its members, scouring Donner Lake for more than 2 hours and checking out several areas where Rodney's car possibly could have entered the water. The group concentrated on the boat launch and surrounding area near Donner Lake and were looking in areas that haven't been checked yet. On August 21st, Adventures with Purpose found a car they believed belonged to Rodney upside down 14 feet down in Prosser Lake. So is that the bottom of the car, or what would be the top of the car, was 14 feet from the surface, or was the ground, the lake's floor 14 feet from the surface, making it roughly 8 feet-ish of water? Either way, this is crystal clear water. We know this. A body believed to be Rodney was found inside. The body was confirmed by the coroner to be Rodney days later, but remember, they did not do DNA, they did not do fingerprints, they did not do dental records. After authorities, and they also did not have a family member ID her, which is totally understandable. But the rest of it, weird. After authorities from Placer and Nevada counties announced they believe Rodney's body was found, the family of the teenager issued a statement thanking those who helped in the search to find her. We have weathered a storm of unfathomable force, and it is purely thanks to the army of warriors, matriarchs, healers, and helpers holding us up that we continue to stand today. We have not had to look for helpers, as you have all come to our rescue in full force. We are forever indebted to you, the Rodney Neiman family said. I just want to add a couple of commentaries here. So, remember that Lindsay Neiman said something about how she was doing a good job of faking? That, people were holding her up and therefore you couldn't tell that she was faking things. And it was a very awkward use of the term. And now, 12 months later, in hindsight, it seems that there's more to that choice of a word, in my humble opinion. I've been formulating my opinion of what I think happened that night, or what I think happened to Kylie Rodney, and I do think that what happened to her did happen the night of August 5th. So going into the morning of August 6th, when they talk about like the last ping being at 12:33, that's August 6th, Saturday morning, right? So Friday night, August 5th was her last day. I think something happened around 10:30, and I'll shoot credit to Ryan Upchurch for catching on to the whole another 10:30 thing, because I think that that's extremely significant, and I think Ryan is really sharp at picking up on these things. So I know that other folks have been formulating their theories, and I think that all theories are valid. Like I said the other day, quoting Miss Sammy Iammi again, all theories are out in the air. That's not the cliche. The cliche is all theories are still on the table. So that I think too could be indicative that something was out in the air. I think that a lot of the brain leaks, armchair detective. I feel like Mr. Subliminal from SNL. Oh no, am I going to get a strike for that? I have to take SNL out. And you can't see my subliminal thing, can you? I was trying to shine the light on it so you can see where it says work hard, stay humble. Um, I am going to try to wrap this one up. It's only 16 minutes long right now, and it took me a long time to get this started, so I don't have a lot of time to be taping today, but I did want to just get one out today because I'm really trying hard to get back into that routine of doing at least one video a day. So I'm going to ask you guys to have a great rest of your afternoon. Peace out, eat well, drink a lot of water, and maybe some vegetable juice. You're supposed to eat your veggies. They say so on TV, right? With all these advertisements for the little produce gummies. But I mean, those are okay. Those aren't bad as far as I know. But of course, the full vegetables are the best. Or vegetable juice is also amazing. So, stir fries and salads actually go really well together, in my opinion. Celery and peanut butter, that's another great one. And of course, good old carrots and ranch or something like that. And have I told you guys this one thing that a nutritionist was trying to tell this mom that she had to feed her kids vegetables, and the mom was like, "But they won't eat them. Like, if I try to give them broccoli, I have to melt cheese on it and put butter on it and ranch and this kind of stuff." And she's like, "Doesn't that just cancel out the nutritional value?" And the nutritionist said, "I don't care if you pour chocolate syrup on them. Your kids have to eat vegetables. Nothing will cancel them out." And that has stuck with me for the last 30 years. Hilarious, isn't it? But it's true. You can put chocolate syrup on your broccoli if you want to. It won't cancel out the value. You have to eat your vegetables. How can you have any pudding if you don't eat your meat? To quote Pink Floyd, right? Anyway, back to my little ritual of saying goodbye. I hope you get some exercise, fresh air, relax, hang out with friends and family, have some alone time, get your rest. That's so important to get your sleep. And I know my kids started school this last week and they get so tired. So they are really good about making sure on their own that they get their sleep, which is great. So I don't have to worry about that. If I didn't have kids that slept well, I don't think I'd have kids. So I really need my sleep too. So, anyway, I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for sticking with me. Thank you for watching my videos and saying Kylie Rodney's name and fighting for truth and fighting for justice in these cases that just seem so wonky. I'm not buying it. I'm not buying what mainstream media and the authorities are trying to sell me in both the Kylie Rodney and the Idaho 4. Big time. Hold on one sec. Such a little tickle in my throat. So again, I'll ask you to hit that thumbs up button and share, subscribe, ring your notification bell. S'il vous plaît, and have a great weekend. I will try to do videos over the weekend, but I cannot promise, but I will do my best because as you know, I love doing them. I love communicating with my people, and it's extremely therapeutic for me. That's that fancy word I use, cathartic. That's just another word for therapeutic, in case you didn't know. Anyway, not trying to be fancy. I like to keep it real, keep it simple. Sending you light, sending you love. Thanks for watching.